说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello there, newbies. This is Chinese Pod. We're bringing you another lesson in spoken Mandarin, and we're coming all the way from Shanghai, China. And my name is Ken Carroll.
Hello, I am Jenny.
Now, we are looking at a very simple lesson today, but it's a lesson fraught with all sorts of implications, cultural,
对
linguistic.
Yes.
And it's easy, right? This is not a difficult lesson.
We love those elements combined.
This is you know, it's so hard at this stage when you've done like hundreds and hundreds of newbie lessons to get one that is really describes a very, very common situation and that is easy to understand and that you can apply. Well, this is one. And it's got very rich cultural background.
对
Now, do you want to tell us just a little bit? I would term this as almost, it's not, I'm joking, but it's almost like a power struggle.
哦，对对对
An etiquette
I
power struggle.
fully agree.
Because culturally in China,
We struggle a lot.
we struggle a lot with all the sort of the ritual of being
etiquette.
and showing politeness, and it's a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a wonderful thing because it's nice to be nice.
对
So here's an example of it, but don't be frightened away if this is your first lesson in Chinese. This is really simple, but there's lots to talk about.
Yes.
So why don't we listen to this 3 times, this little mini drama, and then we'll come back, we'll translate it, we'll take it apart, and we'll help you to understand why it's relevant and why you need to know about it.
Great idea. Dialogue first time.
来吃吧。
你先吃，
不，你先，
你先，
你先。
好好。
Second time.
来吃吧。
你先吃，
不，你先，
你先，
你先。
好好。
Third time.
来吃吧。
你先吃，
不，你先，
你先，
你先。
好好。
A lot of repetition in the
Yes,
dialogue
a lot of
there.
repetition.
So that's the power struggle.
It is, and it's real.
对
And been there, done that kind of thing. Yeah.
So I think let's translate this first and then.
Good. Let's translate first, then let's talk about the context. And it's a top-down approach. The idea is for listeners to allow you to gradually piece it together and, put that jigsaw together. And that's how you learn, I guess. Anyway, all right, let's translate.
来吃吧
So please eat.
来吃吧
Please start to eat.
来吃吧你先吃
Oh, you eat first.
你先吃
You start first.
你先吃不你先
Oh, no. You go first.
不你先
No. You first.
不你先你先
You first.
你先
You first.
你先
You first.
你先
That's enough of 你先. Okay.
好 Let's wrap it up
Yes.
好
Okay.
好
All right.
好
Yeah. Now, the repetition here is kind of fun, but it's natural, right? And it's this...
It's very authentic.
It is. It's this little dance of, there's a guest, there's a host,
对
and who eats first, and how do you do that? How does that all work out?
Yes.
So it's all in here. If for some reason the food comes and one person gets their food first, you would be expected to wait for the other person.
对
It's just a common civility.
是的
But in China, it's taken to a new level. What might be happening here? Tell us what the context that you see here, Jenny. Who's talking to whom and under what circumstances?
I think this is a very likely dialogue between people who are not not too familiar,
Yeah.
but they're good acquaintances.
Yes.
And one is inviting another out for a meal or
Okay.
hosting the person at
Yep.
home.
Yes.
So, they've cooked the food, and as a host, as a hospitable host, you're expected to invite your guest to take the first
That's right.
piece.
So the host here is the lady, the woman here.
对。
She's the host, right? Yeah, so the food arrives. Now, for some reason, we're in China, so probably all of the dishes are on the table
right,
now.
yeah.
So you're face to face, all the dishes are on the table. How do you start? The host will almost, by default, sort of defer to the guest and say,
来吃吧，来吃吧。
now that's the phrase. We won't overanalyze it from a grammatical perspective or any other. It's just very simple. But we can translate it word for word. So the first word is
来
now, 来 literally means come.
to come.
Come. But it's used all the time to suggest,
Come on.
yeah, let's
对
start, or here we go, or something along those lines. So one more time.
来
来.
对
And now the phrase eat.
吃
The word 来, what tone was that?
That was a second
Second tone. Okay. Now we have the first tone, which is
吃
吃.
对
吃.
Yes.
And the verb 吃 literally means
to eat
to eat. But we have this little particle on the end, which is
吧
ba.
吧
Now, ba indicates it's an invitation,
对
a suggestion. Right?
You're encouraging people to
Encouraging.
do something.
Yeah. So that's all you need to know about it. Don't overanalyze it, but this is a nice, polite way to say to a guest or, a guest, but yeah, please feel free. Please do begin,
对
get started. So one more time.
来吃吧，来吃吧。
Now, that could be fairly formal, not very formal, but fairly formal or
I
very
wouldn't
informal.
say it's really formal. Yeah.
Okay, in any sense.
It is as formal as it is as informal.
Okay. All right, that's good. So it's friends or family kind of thing. Someone you
对
know, yes. All right, go on. Get
是吧？
started. Sure. Okay. Now, the guy is being
Also polite.
polite, of course, so he's going.
你先吃，你先吃。
Now, you, literally translated as you first
Eat. 对
Same 吃, right? Same eat here. And the pronoun for you, of course, is
你
你.
Third tone.
Yes, and the word then for first,
先
先.
对
So put them together and you get
你先吃，你先吃。
你先吃. So these little phrases are a really good way to learn the tones. Don't separate the tones. Always learn the tones in context.
对
So it's no, you first eat. You eat first. You go first, please. So it's like, please feel free. Oh, no, you go first. That kind of thing. Now, of course, the lady is like, no.
不不不不不不，
Bu, literally, no.
对
Yes. Oh, no.
你先，
你先, you first. Right, so we had you eat first, that's,
你先吃，你先吃，
and then you just have you first.
你先，你先。
你先,
对
and that goes on forever. 你先, no. 你先, and it
Yes,
goes-
and it does. The guest
They repeat.
yeah.
Yeah.
says 你先，
Yes.
你先。
Yes. Finally, the guest relents. The man, he says,
好好好好，
how? Now, how meaning good
对
or okay, I agree. There you go. He repeats it twice. How, good, or okay.
Yes. So he
Fine.
finally surrenders
Yes.
in this futile
Yes.
battle.
Now, we can talk about this little cultural battle. It's not really a battle, it's a bit of fun. But we can talk about that in a moment and how that actually happens. But let's listen to this again 3 more times.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
Dialogue first time.
来吃吧。
你先吃，
不不不，你先，
你先。
你先。
好，好。
Second time.
来吃吧。
你先吃，
不不不，你先，
你先。
你先。
好，好。
Third time.
来吃吧。
你先吃，
不不不，你先，
你先。
你先。
好，好。
Now, the reason I was saying earlier, Jenny, that this is a kind of dance is it's almost like a ritual. It's a routine.
对, it's a cultural ceremony.
Yeah,
almost.
because if you are a host and you have a guest come to your house in China, you really are expected, and you do automatically. It's not a show as such.
对。
You will be trained your whole life. You'll be like, please, please, please start, please.
To be very, very warm and hospitable.
Yes,
对。
and then your visitor will will automatically go.
You know, return the
Yeah,
favor,
exactly.
reciprocate.
Exactly.
对。
No, please, you. Not to do that would be culturally insensitive. It would be like,
Uncultured.
yeah, exactly. It would show a lack of some kind of manners.
对。
Yeah, say, oh, you eat first. 你先吃. Oh, how?
Yeah.
It would be, well, if it was for a foreigner, you might, it would be different.
You would be
'cause
forgiven.
they would understand the
对。
difference in culture there. But here, the little dance is important. It only takes a few seconds anyway.
Yes. And it's a great way of practicing Chinese.
It
no?
really is. Like these phrases are really excellent. But I think this level of courtesy and thing, it extends, civility extends way beyond
The dining table.
Yeah, yeah.
对。
And we've touched on a lot of those areas in different lessons
Yes.
Here on Chinese Pod.
And you will definitely be hearing a lot of 你先, 你先
Yes.
in all kinds of situations.
Yeah, going through
the door,
the door of the
对。
threshold. Please.
你先。
All right. We hope that lesson was useful.
And culturally informative.
Hopefully. I think every lesson is potentially culturally very informative. In many ways, I think what we're teaching here is just as much culture as language.
对, so why don't you go to ChinesePod.com and find out more?
Yes. But right now,
Time to say 你先, Ken.
你先.
你先.
不，你先.
好。再见。
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1093.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1093 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1093.